Hey everybody, welcome back to Unleashed. I'm Joe, your host. Before we get into today's video, I just want to thank everybody for their support. Anyone who watches my content, likes my content, engages with me. I'm very appreciative. Our last video got 14,000 views, which blew my mind. I didn't really think it would be that viewed, but I really appreciate it. I enjoy making these videos, so anyone who enjoys watching my content, very much appreciated, and I enjoy making them. So today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about a dog breed called the Black Mouth Cur. And the cur dog is something I'm just recently discovering because we just got a Black Mouth Cur. But cur is an umbrella term for a whole bunch of dogs with the same characteristics and same similarities. We don't know where their exact origins are. We're going to talk about that a little bit. They tend to be a mixed breed, and I think mixed breeds make the best pets, the best dogs. No shade to the purebreds. I love the purebreds as well, but I think mixed breeds just come a lot more advantages because they possess different qualities from different breeds. So there's a bunch of curs, like I said. There's the mountain cur dog. There's the American spotted leopard cur, if I'm saying that correctly, which sounds very interesting. I've never heard of that, and I want to look into that. But today we are going to talk about the Black Mouth Cur. That is the dog that I have, and they're amazing dogs. She's an amazing dog. Her name is Ruby, and I'm going to tell you her story. And yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. So what is a cur dog? Okay, I looked it up, and the definition of cur, like the original definition, seems to be a mutt, mongrel, or unfriendly dog, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. But maybe it's the mutt word, and I don't think mutt is politically correct. We'll say mixed breed. They're a mixed breed dog, and the ones that are the most popular are the Black Mouth Cur. That is the one that I have, and basically they're known as the Black Mouth Cur, or the Southern Cur, or the Southern Black Mouth Cur, or the Yellow Black Mouth Cur. They're medium to mid-size mixed breeds. I think they originated in 13th century Europe and were brought over to the Americas at some point. The most commonly held story is that the breed descends from dogs brought to southern Mississippi by European settlers. Among these progenitor European dogs included Belgian Malinois. Now, the Malinois, that's a serious breed. That's kind of like oh God, how do I say this? It's like a really sporty German Shepherd looking like dog. That's the best way I can describe them, but they have a lot of energy. And if that's true, it makes sense because my experience with our dog Ruby, she has a ton of energy. They were eventually bred to their current form as the popular cur type dogs. From the Mississippi, they spread to the mountains of Kentucky, Missouri, North Carolina, and Tennessee, and eventually into the big regions of Southeast Texas. So a fun little tidbit that I found on Wikipedia is that the protagonist dog in Fred Gibson's novel Old Yeller was an actual Black Mouth Cur. Now, I don't know if that's true. If it is, it's pretty awesome. I guess it would make sense if you know the story of Old Yeller. And it looks like in the 80s, they became a popular breed. And in 1987, the Southern Black Mouth Cur Breeders Association was formed in support of the breed. And then in 1988, they were recognized as a breed by the United Kennel Club. So now they're a recognized breed. Again, I didn't know that, and I guess I should have, but, learning as I go here. They are also known as the contributor to a ubiquitous and overlooked Florida brown dog. Dogs are variously known as Florida cur, another cur, Florida cow dog, and I'm not going to say this. There's another term for them, which I just don't think is appropriate for me to say. But basically, they originate from the South, and they made their way up here. And my initial thought before I even knew anything about this breed when we got Ruby was that she was maybe pitty with some golden, because right by her butt, it looks like the hair wants to curl, kind of, but it doesn't. I don't know. She just looks, and she also possesses some of the qualities that a golden has. She likes to hold the leash in her mouth. That's notoriously known for Goldens. They like to walk themselves as you're walking them. They'll hold the leash in their mouth and walk. She's very friendly, very, very curious. So that has been a big issue. She's very curious. And So we have three cats, and if you watch my other videos, you've probably seen them. I have a Norwegian forest cat named Aries. I have my son in my heart, Guido. He's a tabby, and then my brother has Dream, and Dream is a nightmare, and I say that with love. If you don't believe me, go watch that little short that I posted where you see Dream in full action, and that's how she is on a daily basis. So I was very hesitant about bringing a dog in general into this house, and Guido also has bad knees and HCM, which is hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. So I was just worried that bringing a dog into the house was going to disrupt the cat's peace. And for a while, to be honest, it did. She's very, very curious. She'll do things that she wants to do. I guess we should get into the backstory of her. So I don't know now, maybe 5 months ago, 4 months ago, my brother went down to Florida to visit his friend. And the story that I got was that she actually saw somebody pull up to an intersection and just dump the dog on the road, which is horrible. I can't stand people sometimes. And she took the dog home, but she couldn't keep her because she already had another dog. So my brother went down and visited his friend and stayed a week there, and he fell in love with her. Like, he was texting us about her. I was very, I don't know. But eventually she made her way up to New Jersey, and now we have her. And it has been a journey. It has been a journey. These dogs are very ambitious, very determined, very curious. And also, I don't know what her life was like. So right now she's a food aggression. So anytime you're feeding her, she'll start growling if you try talking to her. Even talking to her, she'll start growling. If you go to move the bowl from her, she'll growl and maybe nip. My brother's been working really hard with starting to hand feed her and hold the bowl. And I think the reason why is my theory is that the reason why she's like that is because she probably had to fight for her life. Who knows, like, what her life was like on the streets or wherever she was from. If she was from a puppy mill, we don't know, but it seems like she would eat anything at any time because she was so hungry, and I guess food was such a scarcity for her, which is really sad. She really went through it, and now she has a forever home. And we're going to start talking about the characteristics of these dogs. So the temperament of these dogs, the Blackmouth Cur, they are known for their loyalty, intelligence, versatility. They're often used as hunting dogs, and they are protective. Now, if you are thinking about getting one of these dogs, I cannot stress the importance of exercise. They need a lot of exercise. They have a lot of energy. I wouldn't recommend them being, like, if you have a small apartment or anything like that, because they just need a lot of space. Like, we have a big backyard, so at least she gets to go and run around the backyard. But also, my brother's really big into hiking, and he takes her on these long hikes where she'll go swimming and stuff like that, and very, very active. And even when she comes home, she's still full of energy. So I can't stress enough that if you're thinking about getting one of these dogs, that they do need a lot of attention and a lot of exercise. Otherwise, you're going to have behavioral issues that you don't want to deal with, and it's also just not fair to the dog. If you can't maintain the necessities of a particular breed, then it's probably best that you don't get one, because that's how a lot of dogs end up in shelters, or in this case, dumped. I'm not saying that any of you guys would do that. I would hope not, but people do, and it's a real thing. Now, training. They're very intelligent, and Ruby is very intelligent. They respond better to positive reinforcement more than like yelling. I don't really believe in like smacking them or anything like that. Sometimes you have to be firm, especially when she's going after the cats. And not that she's going after them aggressively, but she wants to play and the cats are just not having it. I have to be really firm with her. And I do, because I'm just worried for my cats. Not worried that she's going to hurt them on purpose, but like, I don't want my cat stressed out. I'm a cat dad. I love my cats. I love my dog too. So early socialization and consistent training is very imperative with this breed. And if you do that, most of the times, from what I've researched, they turned out to be well-behaved, well-rounded companion dogs. Okay, so health of cur dogs, or the Blackmouth Cur. Overall, The Blackmouth Cur is a hardy breed with few genetic health issues. Regular vet care, vet checkups, and proper nutrition and exercise are important to maintaining their health. But as long as you do that, they can live a long time. Like I said, they're mixed with lots of things. We don't know the exact breeds, and I'm not 200% sure on like those DNA tests, because I've seen some wonky results with those. But it looks like they have a lot of different breeds in them. Again, I think that they definitely have some golden and Malinois. That I can see that. I can see golden and Malinois in her, and even like in their appearance. Like the short coat of a Malinois, the short tight coat, and the energy level of a Malinois, but with the intelligence and lovingness of a golden. Not to say that Malinois aren't loving, they are, but they're just, the breed is pretty cool. I recommend, if you're going to get one of these dogs, that you do your research and that you know that you are prepared to have one of these dogs in your house. Like I said, they require a lot of attention, a lot of exercise, but if you do, you won't be disappointed. They're a wonderful dog. Ruby's a wonderful dog. She's very loving. She's so cute. She's probably about like 45 pounds. I pick her up like a little baby and just rock her on her back. Like, she's very lovey-dovey. She loves to just lay with you on the couch. She loves to play tug of war. I bought her this big rope snake toy from Petco. Now it's like only 2 feet long. It was like 4 feet originally because she just ripped it up. But she loves playing tug of war. She loves running, going on walks. So they just require a lot of maintenance and a lot of attention and a lot of exercise. I do recommend them as a pet if you are able to keep them properly. They're great family dogs. They're great working dogs, and they're great athletic dogs. So that is the Blackmouth Cur, and I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for taking interest in any of my videos. If you like this one, please drop a like or comment. I'm always open to hearing your requests, comments, anything. I try not to make these videos too long because I don't want to be talking to you for so long and boring you. I know a lot of people don't like to sit and watch a 20-minute video. But I'm going to leave it there, and I will catch you guys next time. Everybody's saying something different.
I'm so confused. I know. Yeah, I've like lost.